Having done vital research to produce our trailer, we watched clips on YouTube. This helped to identify the new modern horror trailer conventions provided to grip a wide-ranging, up-to-date audience. We looked at horror trailers that were similar to our own, ones that had the same concept, i.e. to frighten and grip viewers. From this we found that most horror trailers included a vulnerable protagonist, mostly female. Using the stigma of females being the weaker gender, most importantly they all had a main antagonist character that was set to be the pivotal role in the films to horrify and intrigue an audience. Victims were highlighted throughout the clips. Other conventions were based around props and dark atmosphere. These were the main aspects of all trailers we watched. We wanted to get a broad view of trailers, so we compared two horror trailers with an opposite genre. So we had two trailers, which was Insidious and The Amityville Horror, and we compared this with Norbit, which was a comedy, whereas those two were horrors. This allowed us to see the different conventions, as in Norbit had bright colours, it was set in the daylight, there was upbeat music, and with the other two horror trailers the atmosphere was dark, the lighting was dark, and the music was very dreary and melancholy. So that's what we knew we had to incorporate into our trailer as well, to make it the same and to make it suitable for our audience to watch. We noticed that, as I said, the lighting was dark, so we knew that to make our trailer effective we had to use darker shots. Instead of copying other people's trailers, we incorporated our own views into it. So we looked at Drag Me to Hell because it had the same theme and concept as ours, which was gypsies. It was a curse. So what we did was, in our trailer we thought, if we made our gypsy and dressed her up in a different sort of mise-en-scene, it would incorporate our own view into our trailer. So what we did was, we got our own scarves, our own makeup, and we brought our own blood, so that when we used our mirror scene where the blood comes out of her eyes, it was in our own portrayal of a gypsy. So what I did was I made her eyes dark by putting eyeliner on the bottom of her eye to make her look sinister, and because our gypsy was quite young we had to make her look older, which was great, which put the makeup into great use, because we put like a dark lipstick around her lips and we put the eyeliner under her eyes to make her look older and to make her look scary as well. And we found from our target audience they thought that she looked scarier too, so the makeup that we used worked, which we were happy with. And our film poster used many forms and conventions seen in real film posters. We based ours around the film Drag Me to Hell and the film Thinner, because they use gypsy curses as well, which was seen on our presentation. We felt that to make our poster effective and convey real media conventions, we had to use shots that were striking and effective. So what we did was that we wanted to use a skeleton, because on most death cards you usually see a skeleton on it, so we thought instead of putting the skeleton on the card, we actually have the skeleton holding the cards. So what we did was we found a skeleton in our college and we dressed it in a black coat and we put the hood over its head so that we couldn't see any like scars or anything on it, or any blemishes. And then we put the cards in the skeleton's hand and we took pictures from different angles to get the best shot. It took a while, but we think it came out the best, and plus it was our own view, it was our own picture that we took, so we're very proud of that. And most people that we asked said that this was really good, because they all thought that it was an image from Google, so we were happy that we produced a picture that was that good. we felt that a dark background for our poster would be the best thing to use because it would suit the conventions of the actual trailer, and we wanted both pictures, both our background and our skeleton picture, to work together. So we used some of the effects that we have on the Final Cut Pro and on the Photoshop to help suit this. The characters that we used in our trailer, we wanted them to have modern day clothing because that's the era that we're in, and we thought it would suit what our questionnaire said, because they wanted a female to be the main character and they wanted it to be based around our year, which is 2011, so modern clothing stuck to what our audience wanted because we wanted to please them. And the gypsy that we chose, we wrapped her in scarves, had her wearing lots of jewellery, bangles and rings, so that it suited the mise-en-scene of an actual gypsy, like a fortune teller, psychics. One thing that we didn't have, however, was a crystal ball. We wanted one, but they were quite expensive, so we were limited on that case. But what we did grab was a scarf and we laid it across the table. We got like an antique candle and we laid around some books and a mask. So we used those props to make it look more authentic to gypsies, and we thought this worked because most people who watched our trailer said they liked it that way. During our editing of our movie, we wanted it to be fast-paced because trailers are never seen as being short and slow, and we didn't want it to be like a normal story, like an opening of a film. It had to be like a trailer, so shortcuts were vital for it to be good, for it to be intriguing to our audience. So editing was definitely a main point to getting our trailer to the best that it could be. And music, definitely, we wanted sharp music. One thing, however, that most of our audience told us in our trailer was that the scream at the end of our trailer, it was too short. And using GarageBand was quite difficult to make the scream last longer. We had difficulties with it, so we had to leave it with the scream. But other than that, most people said that they enjoyed it, and we thought that our trailer was, using the amount of films and clips that we had filmed, cutting it down was quite difficult, but we ended up doing it and we were proud with our main result. Such taglines as "Beware of your fate" and "The curse is upon you." We used these to relate to the curse and taglines from other movies, other trailers, because they're literally vital to making a good trailer, and they also enhance trailers too. They make it stand out, more people want to watch them, so we wanted to incorporate that to our trailer as well. So what did you like about our trailer?
I like the fact that it was quite edgy and there was an element of scariness, is that the word?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, and it was edited well, and it didn't like give too much of the story away, but it just kept your attention, you know, there, and that's what I really liked about it.
Okay, so what would you say that we needed to improve?
I think the scream at the end wasn't long enough. I think if it was long enough, it would have created a bit more drama and that kind of stuff. What else? Apart from that, it was really good.
Okay, so what did you like about our characters?
It was good that it was clear what role each character was playing. It was made clear through your trailer. They were dressed up well. Makeup was near perfection. And yeah, the characters are good.
Okay, so overall, what would you give our trailer out of 10?
I would give you a 7.9.
Okay, and why would you give us that score?
Because it's near an 8, but I think if you just, you know, do the things that I told you to do, because my words speak volumes, and basically whatever I say is truth. Yeah. So.
Right. Okay. So we would get a 7.9. We're just gonna make that an 8, yeah?
Go on then. I'm feeling happy to.
All right then. Thank you.
Welcome.
So, what did you like about our trailer?
I liked that you shot it on location. I liked your use of props, and yeah, it's just
Okay. So, what didn't you like about our trailer?
Sometimes when the characters are speaking, it's a bit low, so I like to be able to hear that.
Okay. So, did you like our characters?
Yeah, I liked that you use the props so you could like tell the difference between the characters, and yeah.
Okay. So, which character did you like out of all?
I liked the gypsy woman
Because?
she was scary, and I liked her costumes. Yeah.
Okay. So, what would you rate our trailer out of 1 to 10?
I rate it at an 8.
Because?
Because the use of music, the props, the characters are developed well, and your text, and yeah. That's nice.
Okay. Thank you. So, what did you like about our trailer?
I think when Paris and Aisha were sitting down and she was reading her palm, I think that was a really good part of it.
And what didn't you like about our trailer?
I think it should have been a bit longer. After what Paris found on her bed, it was like we didn't sort of know what was the bit afterwards, like anything happened, did she live, did she die?
Okay. Which character did you like the best?
Aisha, I think she was really into character.
Because?
Because she just kept her frame and she really held it well.
And what would you rate our trailer out of 1 to 10?
What, 1 being the highest or the lowest?
10 being the highest.
About a 9.
Because?
Because I think it was really structured and showed that there was, you put a lot of time into your storyboards before you done the filming.
Alright, thanks, babe.